Okay, we're going to do the eyes today. The eyes are the most difficult feature in the face for me. And fortunately, if you look at people, a number of people have eyes that are uneven. One is smaller than the other. I'm going to make a cut on it, on his eye, on the upper eyelid. I'm using this knife. It's not really a knife. All it is a piece of sharpened metal. In this case, it's a cleaner tine. That is those metal bristles that comes off of those street cleaners with the metal brushes. All I've done is sharpened and rounded the back side here, as you can see, and that is what I'm going to use to push down from here across his eyelid. The way I do it is I put it on the line here and I rock my knife and I slowly push it forward and follow the line. Now, one of the reasons why I call this video How I Carve a North American Indian is because this is not how you will see anyone else carve an eye. But then other people don't have my hand problems. So I will just keep rocking it until I get to the corner of his eye. Now, if I'm not exactly on the line, what I will do later is I will take my scalpel and I will clean it up. The next thing after I make that cut is I take a sharp knife. In this case, it's my this is my detailing knife, and all I do is I cut the wood from his eye up to the cut that I just made on his upper eyelid. Now, the thing here you have to be really careful with is the fact that, of course, if you slip, you will cut the upper eyelid off, something I've done a number of times as well. But this is how I've seen eyes cut. In fact, this is on one of the tutorials, and I'm sorry, but I can't give the carver credit. But it was in one of the books or magazines that I've read. The corner of the eye, what you have to keep in mind too is you have to keep the eyeball round. The eyeball is not flat straight from the top to the bottom here, but it goes into the corner here and it comes around to the corner here. And so when people first start, carvers first start carving eyes, what they usually do is carve straight across, and they end up carving the eye flat. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to carve the bottom of his eyelid here, go up into the corner. And that's how I carve his eye. Is it done? Not by a long shot, but I just keep working at it. Let me work this excess wood out here. Another tool that I have, I don't know if I've shown you this before. This is a dental pick. You can pick them up at the swap meets and flea markets, or you can just go ahead and ask your dentist. This, if you look at this edge right here, right where the bend on the tool is, what I did is I just flattened it exactly like I would a knife blade. Let's see if you can see that. There, that's a little bit better. You can see that what I did is I sharpened that little bit there, and I use it a lot when I'm cleaning up my the eyes and a lot of very small, delicate areas that I'm working on. If you'll notice the way I carve, a lot of what I do is an adaptation to my hand weakness. I just adjust for that weakness and work around it. Okay, I had to do some of the carving off camera because of the angle. I had to put it in my lap and to get a better grip on my knife. But basically what I did, I went into the corner here, went in deep and cleaned it out, and there's a little bit of wood right there in the corner that I will do a cleanup on also. Then I carved the bottom eyelid here and came around to this corner here. If you look at the eye really carefully, you'll notice that the upper eyelid curves around, comes down to this point here, but the lower eyelid doesn't come around and hit the corner here, but it folds underneath the upper eyelid. So what I did is right up in that corner there, you can see that's where I ended the eye. Okay, that's pretty much the eyes. I know that I did a lot of the work, and I shouldn't say a lot, some of the work off camera because the angles were just too awkward. And even now the eyes are very rough, but you can see that the whole face has taken shape.